Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna be telling you guys about my weight loss journey. And yeah, I know it's been a minute. It's been a long awaited video. To be completely honest with you, I've recorded this video 3 times, but for some reason or another, I just didn't get the courage to post it or even put it together. It just was very cringing to me to even put it together. I didn't want a message to come out of it, and I didn't want it to be conveyed in the sense that we're comparing ourselves and stuff like that. So I hope that you guys just, learn a little bit about me and my journey. So I'm gonna take you guys all the way back to 2014, because that is where I feel like I discovered, or not discovered, but I actually got the courage to step into well-being and knowing what's gonna be good for me in the future. But just starting, it didn't start off like that. It just started off with like wanting something and starting like being curious about what it took to get there. So it was June going into July. A lot of things led into the moment, so I'm just gonna kind of walk you through. So I've always been gordita, like, my family calls me gordis, and I'll kind of post pictures here so you guys can get like a visual of what I look like. Middle school, I never liked to do anything PE. I just never liked to play sports. That wasn't my thing. Going into high school, I tried out for dance, and I did lose a little bit of weight because we were constantly like physical. We were always moving, dancing, training, and I'm gonna give you guys a glimpse. Like, this is how much I just didn't like. I didn't like running. I didn't like working out. I was going to actually quit the dance team because I just wasn't able to hack the workouts. Like,
what? Like, all summer you're training and you had to run a mile each day.
If you're in dance and you're watching this, and like all my girls always helped me and pushed me, but I struggled. Like, I was always the last one. I just wasn't ever in shape, so I was gonna quit. But thankfully my mom was like, okay, if you're gonna quit, go ahead and go, and let your teacher know that you're not gonna come back and that you're quitting. So I was like, dang, I have to, like, it's embarrassed. I felt embarrassed to like quit, so I didn't want to quit. Like, I was like, no, like, I'm gonna look so wimpy if I quit. So I stuck it out, thanks to my mom. Like, she put me in a different perspective of not quitting. So throughout high school, I was about 180. I was like 180 throughout high school, and I think it just fluctuated just depending on how active I was. But I was not eating healthy, and I just wasn't exercising regularly. So fast forward to I graduated 2012, and I'll show you guys some pictures of the way that I looked when I was in high school, or when 2012, 2013. I want to say 2013, I grew into unhealthy habits. I think we all do. You start drinking. Wouldn't sleep well because I didn't have like a set schedule of like work. I would work sometimes till the night, and then that night I would go party. And then, so I just didn't have I didn't have healthy habits. I wasn't really thinking about what I was eating. Literally, I would just eat whatever, which it's not good or bad, but I just wasn't being thoughtful of what I was eating. 2013 all the way to 2014, like when I decided to start my weight loss journey, I was about 210 pounds. Come June of 2014, I was getting ready to for my birthday is July, and I remember going to Forever 21, and I was looking for a dress to go out the night of my birthday, and I didn't fit into, like, I was having so much trouble fitting into something, or even feeling comfortable wearing anything. I just was very discouraged. So I was very discouraged, and I felt really low, you guys. Like, I think for me, it took me like a moment of feeling like at the very, very low, to know that that's not ever the way that I want to feel, the way that I want to look. And so I decided at that moment that that's when I realized that I needed to change something. And that's something that I will always say, like, if you want a change, you have to make a change. And that's something that I realized right away. I'm like, I have to change something that I'm doing, because obviously what I have been doing has not been working, and I need to make a change. So, you know, I tried to make healthier choices. So I decided I'm going to work out 3 to 4 times a week. That is what I told myself I'm going to start with. I told myself, I used to be a Coke drinker. I would drink Coke every day, if not one, if more a day. And so I told myself I'm going to, and I was being realistic. I tried to set goals for myself, but I was being realistic. I knew that I couldn't just leave Coke. So I told myself, okay, I'm gonna have one a week. So I decided the day that I wanted to have the Coke, and I would have one a week, which led to one a month, which led to one day I told myself I'm gonna do 1 month of no Coke and let's just see how I go. And that is the month, which was January of that year. I tried to make it like a New Year's resolution thing where I told myself I'm gonna go an entire month without drinking Coke. Again, I was being realistic, and I didn't tell myself I'm gonna go the entire year, you know. So I told myself I'm gonna go an entire month, let me just see how this goes. And that is when I dropped the most, not even weight, because I don't think I had even weighed myself yet, but that is when I realized the most changes within myself. I started like getting a chin. I didn't have a chin before. You can see like bones on my shoulders and stuff, and I never even, always had carnita, so like my arms were just like going down. I always had big arms, very insecure of my arms. So yeah, like Coke. And then that month I realized like the change that it did for me, and I never went back. So I was being realistic. I wanted to say a year, but I was like, come on, like, you love Coke, like, you know, like I love Coke. So I couldn't, but then when I went the whole month, I was like, wow, I'm not doing this ever again. And I didn't, you guys, I didn't. I started with, you know, setting goals for myself. I've always been one who journals. I, for some reason, picked up journaling and writing down my dreams, writing down how I wanted to feel. And I started working on it little by little. So I had like a board, would like write down my workouts, and I would always go to Pinterest, and if I wanted to do upper body, if I wanted to do, you know, lower body, if I wanted to do abs, like I would just, you know, search it up and on Pinterest, and that was like my go-to for all my workouts. Still to this day I use Pinterest. But anyways, I loved it. Like I loved seeing the results. I loved challenging myself. I'm a competitive person, but more towards myself. Like I like to challenge myself and see if I can do something, you know. So I little goals, right? I told myself that I wanted to wear, like, for Halloween, I had never been one to buy costumes or anything like that. And I was really inspired by Kim Kardashian when she wore a mermaid dress and she was like blonde. And I told myself I wanted to get something like that. And I actually got mine customized. Like I made the corset and the skirt. I bought the material and I took it to a seamstress, and she made like what I had in mind. I had this design in mind. So this is something that I created, and then later on I sold it, which sucks. I should have saved it because that's like so beautiful. But I tend to like try not to be a hoarder, even though I am. I'm getting rid of all these clothes. You guys know that I'm trying to sell all these clothes. I have like 3 bins, and I'm such a hoarder. I like to keep stuff because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fit into it one day. But I'm like, okay, I need to stop that because se junta, like, and it was a lot of clothes, and my body is constantly changing now. So I'm like, it doesn't make sense to keep so much, you know, like, so I'm trying to get rid of that. If you guys want to help out, I'm gonna leave my Instagram. I have an Instagram, it's called Josina's Closet, and I post there
like anything that I'll have available, and then if anybody purchases, I'll delete it. So if you guys are interested in anything, or you jeans or anything like that, head on over to my Instagram. I truly appreciate it.
If you guys remember when I had my blue hair, that's when I think I was going through it, you know, like that's what after that just led me to starting this journey. And I started with the intention of like changing my life, you guys, like, and still to this day, when I start this journey, I know that I'm going to change my life, like my habits, because it's what it is. Like what we do now is what will result tomorrow. So anyways, that was my goal. That was one of the little goals that I had, was to rock and feel confident in something, in an outfit like that. fast forward to February when I weighed myself. I was working at Family Dollar, and I was new there, and the ladies there actually always tell me, like, you keep losing weight, because when I was working there is when I like started my journey of my weight loss journey. And I was putting away stuff, like shipment that was coming in, and we had, like, they brought in some little scales, and I was like, wow, I'm gonna get the chance to like weigh myself. I haven't weighed myself since it had been a while, and I was like 210 pounds. And I would never weigh myself, only like when I would get physicals in high school. Other than that, I wouldn't even care about my weight. That's crazy. So the only reason I knew how much I weighed was because of the physicals that we had there, that they made you like do some tests just to get your physical or whatever. And I was 140 pounds, and I was like, wow, like I have lost a good amount of weight. Like, what the hell? So yeah, that was so motivating. Like, that really like just gave me so much more courage to even go further into this journey, which led me to getting my membership at the gym. I all this time I was doing home workouts, going on Pinterest, challenging myself, writing down my workouts, drinking water, and just watching what I eat. I really wouldn't eat healthy. Still to this day, I don't eat as healthy as I should, but it was mainly about making sure I was being active. I stayed active throughout my entire journey, all the way to when I was pregnant. So when I found out I was pregnant, I was 5 weeks and I weighed 123 pounds. And I'm gonna post a picture here. I was 5 weeks and I was 123 pounds. This was me. What the hell? And throughout my pregnancy, I was really like tired. I really wanted to work out and I couldn't. Like, I just didn't feel it. I was really tired. I wasn't really up to doing anything. And honestly, like, I had always been mindful what I was eating, that when I was pregnant, I didn't care. Like, I knew that I was eating a whole tub of ice cream, 1 tub of ice cream a week, like, by myself, chocolate. I didn't care. I didn't care. So I was like, whatever. I just wanted to sleep. So I wasn't even cooking. I was buying out. So, you know, I gained the weight knowing that I was just so tired to do anything. Going into the hospital with my little baby in my belly, I was 200 pounds, you guys. I was 200 pounds. Fast forward to 6 weeks postpartum was when the doctor said you can finally start walking. Do what you can. Always just listen to your body. Listen to your body. So that's what I did. I listened to my body. I was 168 pounds. 168 pounds. Super insecure. Postpartum depression to the max. I was so desperate to do something about it, but I couldn't push myself realistically. I had to take care of my mind. I had to take care of my, you know, everything. My baby, myself, my body. And I had a C-section, so I had to go really slow, but I did. I think at 6 or 7 weeks, I would wrap Sebas on me and I would just go to the treadmill and walk. I would just walk there with him. And I would even like go to the gym and try, but I only pushed myself as much as I could. Let me go get him. If you are not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and see you guys next time. Bye guys.